Hey friends, I'm Corey and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into another painting tutorial, and this time we're tackling the Dire Avengers. Now, I know it's been a while since my last video. Life's been throwing all sort of things my way and my upload schedule has been struggling to keep up. But don't worry, I'm still here, still painting and still making content, slowly but surely. But let's get back to business. Who are the Dire Avengers? Well, these guys are the OG Aspect Warriors, the first one to follow the path of war. They embody Shakain, the Aeldari war god, in his most noble yet merciless form. In my opinion, they're basically the definition of no mercy, no hesitation, quote-unquote. Out of all the Aspect Warriors, Dire Avengers are the most flexible and widespread. They're the elite range infantry of the Aeldari, and their shrine can be found on pretty much every craftworld. If you play Aeldari, chances are you probably own a few of these guys already. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to paint them in a simple, beginner-friendly way that stay as close as possible to the color scheme you see on the box. And don't worry, I'll list all the paints I use down in the description so you can easily follow along. Alright, let's head to the hobby table and get these Dire Avengers painted up. Before we start painting, I recommend keeping the head and body separate. These make it easier to reach all the details without awkward brush angles. For priming, I've gone with a dual approach. The head gets a white primer to keep it bright and clean, while the armor is primed in a rich blue primer, giving us a strong base for the classic Dire Avengers look. Next, using a soft makeup brush, I'm dry brushing Temple Guard Blue over the armor. This helps bring out all the edges and details, giving the miniature instant depth with minimal effort. Now, using Abaddon Black, I paint the Avenger Shuriken Catapult, the targeter on the shoulder, and some accessories here and there. I really like this because it creates some nice contrast against the blue armor of the Dire Avenger. For the tabard, I'm using Vallejo Game Color Ghost Grey. It's a soft, slightly off-white shade that gives a clean, elegant look, in my opinion. Averland Sunset is perfect for some of the armor's decorative elements. It's a warm, beautiful, bold yellow that adds a very nice contrast to the cool blue tones. For a regal touch, quote-unquote, I'm painting part of the Shuriken Catapult, the pendants, and the knuckles on the armor's hand with Retributor armor. It also gives the model a refined, kinda luxurious feel. And for the Spirit Stone and Targeter lens, I'm going with Phoenician Purple, one of my favorite Citadel color, honestly. This rich color pops beautifully against the armor and adds some of the mystical Aeldari energy to the model. The crest is a defining feature of the Dire Avengers, so I'm painting it with Averland Sunset to make it stand out even more. Now, to create more contrast, I'm painting the stripes on the crest, the face mask, and the tube on the back of the helm with Abaddon Black. Then the lenses on the helm get the same Phoenician Purple treatment, keeping the color scheme cohesive and visually appealing. Now it's time to brighten everything together with some shading. I'm thinning each shade 50% with water for a smoother transition. I'm using Tyran Blue for the armor, Reikland Fleshshade for the gold parts, Casandora Yellow for the yellow section, and Soulblight Gray for the white areas. Do not overload it, go slow and steady in order to avoid creating some puddles that will ruin the paint job a little bit. Once the shade is dry, I'm refining the gold details with Darkstar Imperial Gold. This brightens the highlights and make the metal pop way more. For a crisp finish, I'm using AK Interactive White, the best white paint I have ever used, in my opinion, to layer the helm, making it very bright and clean. I avoid using this color also on the white tabards, but if you want, you can use it there as well. To make the lances and the spirit stone really shine, I'm adding a small dot of bright purple, which is a mix of Phoenician purple and white, in the middle of these parts. Then I place a tiny white dot on the upper outer edge to create some sort of a reflection effect. Finally, base the model however best suits your army, whether it's desert, grass, or urban rebel. For example, my bases are a blue and purple alien world with some pink and white grass scattered around it. Then add some decals if you want and seal everything with a satin or matte varnish for protection. And there you have it, a beautifully painted Dire Avengers squad ready for battle. And that's it. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, well, thank you. I really appreciate you sticking around. I had a lot of fun making this tutorial because honestly, I love the Dire Avengers. Their color scheme is just great, bright, bold, and so satisfying to paint. Now, if you want to dive deeper into the Dire Avengers, not just painting them, but actually using them in Warhammer 40k, then I highly recommend checking out my dear friends and Aeldari strategic mastermind, Proxy Hammer. They recently uploaded a fantastic video analyzing how Dire Avengers perform on the tabletop. I'll leave a link to that in the description, so go give it a watch. Speaking of the description, you'll find a full list of all the paints I use in this tutorial down there. I think I already told you that, and if you like to support the channel, there's a way to do that too. No pressure, of course, but it helps me keep making content like this. But now I want to hear from you. Have you painted any of Dire Avengers yourself? Did you go with the classic color scheme or did you create your own? And do you like them more for their lore or for their role in the game? Let me know in the comment section. Alright, I think that's all for today. Thank you again for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Happy painting and take care. Ciao ciao my friends.